All right, guys, so today we have a new piece of opal to cut. This is a beautiful piece of opal which showing some really nice color. I'll get it a bit wet for you guys. I think it's going to be a super easy cut. It is a bit potchy with some potch in there, but hopefully we don't see that potch in the face. This is the side that I'm going to use as top. Just going to come straight on there, get rid of that skin, and use this as a base, and we're going to try and get a big drop shape, so as big as I can. We can't have it too thin, so I've got to take this side in quite a bit, and then a drop shape probably there. So let's get to cutting this one. This is going to be a beautiful gem, and hopefully we can make a profit from this. I'm just going to start on the 360 hard wheel here and come straight on the top and see how clean it is with the color under there. It already looks really good even with that skin on top still. Looks like it's going to be a really nice green color stone. So if that bit of potch needs to go, so we'll take it in a little bit more, but that's looking really nice already. Before I take too much more off, I want to come down on the back and just make it nice and flat. Oh, the back is looking even better with the color. What the? Huh. Well, that's interesting. Am I coming down the wrong side? Wow. Or do we get a big double-sided here? Maybe. Double-sided gem would always be nice. It's getting a little bit thin though. We don't want it too thin. Don't want to take off too much. I'm going to come down here and start shaping it. And then whatever happens, happens. I don't want to lose too much color here, so I'm just going to get that shape nice. I wanted that nice drop shape. Looks like it's going to be a nice dome on it. On both sides, just rolling the edges. Trying to get her even. I'm going to go onto the soft wheel now. That's pretty good shape. Let's go onto the soft wheel and see what we can do over there. We're on the 280 soft wheel now. We're just going to start to dome it a little bit. Coming on the top. Oh, this is the back. I don't know which side's going to be the top and the back, honestly. I'm a bit lost with this one. That's looking beautiful on that side. I think this side's got to be the top. Even though this was going to be the back. That potch bit on the back needs to go, so we need to bring that in more on the bottom, unfortunately. Because I really like that color over that color. Oh, they're both really good. This is a really hard decision. Just clean up this side too. See what it looks like. Trying to keep it as thick as I can. That is absolutely beautiful color on that side as well. But that's just a little bit brighter on that side. So maybe this side's directional. So I don't know which side to use as the front. I'm gonna have to take this in and get rid of that potch on the back. It's gonna have to be smaller. Alright, so that is our stone. I'm gonna put on the dopstick now and shape it up perfectly, so I'll be right back. That's beautiful. So on second thought, guys, I'm just going to finish this off by hand on the 600. Because it's double-sided, I just need to get really close, get the camera away so I can be really precise with making this perfect on both sides. And hopefully just do the whole gem by hand. Alright guys, now for the last step, polishing the stone with the cerium. Just doing it by hands. I finished this whole stone by hand with no dopstick. Because it's a double-sider, we had to do it like this. Alright guys, here's the big reveal for the finished stone. This thing absolutely blew me away with how beautiful it is. Look at this. I polished it to a beautiful high polish. It's got a low dome, but it is absolutely beautiful. I think my cutting has come a long way. I've really kind of figured it out, I think, but I'm always learning, you know. It never stops, but I'm really happy with my cutting here. Beautiful greens and blues, and it is double-sided. That's one side. You come over here, go to the second side. Whoop. Give it a little bit of a wipe, get my fingerprints off there. Come in close, and it's also beautiful on the other side. Beautiful low dome all the way around. It's a beautiful crystal, double-sider, really clean. I have shined my light in here. I'll show you guys what it looks like with the light. So shining my light in the back, it is beautiful, clean crystal. No cracks or anything. Absolutely gorgeous, clean crystal. I am super happy with it, man. Super happy with it. I cannot figure out which side to use as the front. I do want to set this. This is actually really beautiful. So I'm going to set this into a setting. Let's do that. So to set this opal today, I bought some setting wire. This is some fancy silver setting wire that you just wrap around the stone and solder a back to it and solder a bail and a loop on the top, and you have yourself a beautiful pendant. Now this goes against all my jewelry making because it's not technically handmade by me because I didn't make this, which is why I never promote these things, because if it's not 100% handmade by me, I just cannot take all the credit for it. So people do love these, and it is going to be a cheaper option for some people to buy my jewelry that can't afford me to spend 6 hours on a job. We're doing it this way. I can get it done in about 2 hours. So a lot less time. It's a lot easier and safer for the stone, but it's not fully handmade by me, and that's why I never really liked this. But a lot of people need some cheaper jewelry and they can't afford the 100% handmade ones that I make, so going to be setting it in this for those people. So first thing is first, I have to file a nice edge onto this. Yes, I know I'm destroying my table at the same time, but it's okay. So I just want to bend the tip of this a little bit because that's going at the top of the stone. So you just want to bend that in till it fits perfect on the top of the stone there. And then the rest, I'll just bend this around by hand. This stuff is really thin and easy to work with, this setting wire stuff. Once we have the right measurement, we then cut. Alright, so I have these lined up at the top there, and now I'm just going to put some solder on top and solder that together like that. Okay guys, so we have a setting and it fits pretty perfect with the stone. Look at that, beautiful and snug. The stone is in there, and now we just need to solder a back on there. So I have a nice flat piece of silver that I use for the backs of my settings. I'm just going to solder this to the silver, just on top like that, and we just need to make sure it's nice and flat on there, and yeah. Alright, so it is all soldered to the silver here, as you can see, and now we just need to cut that out. So I've got it all cut out, and now I'm just filing the edges to, you know, bring it in. So I've just finished with sanding the sides absolutely perfect, as you can see. Beautiful. And now we need to do this to get a line here so we can cut out a hole in the back. So there's my mark, and now I'm just going to drill a hole right in the back, right here. We've got a hole in the back now. So we got this in my saw, and now I just cut all around. Okay, so I just cut that out. That's all beautiful. We can finish that off a bit better soon. I'm just going to make a little loop for the top of the bale to go on here. So I'm just making a little loop with this piece of silver, and it's going to be about that big. So I cut out my loop, and I'm just going to solder that on top just like that. It's actually a lot harder than it looks. So this is all done and cleaned up and looking beautiful, all sanded down. All I need to do now is put this bale on. I did buy this bale. This is a store-bought bale. It already has 925 written on the top to know that this is silver, and these are quite thin, so they won't last as long as my fully handmade 1mm thick bales, but it goes with the gallery wire, and yeah, it's just a easier way to do it, a little cheaper alternative. So we just chuck the bale on, and now I just got to solder that together so it never comes undone, and I'll put a big dab of solder there so it'll last longer, so the weight is onto the solder join, and that way yeah, it'll just last a lot longer like that. And that's absolutely beautiful. Look at that. Soldered together beautifully, everything's in line, and now I just have to spend about half an hour just polishing this all up beautiful before I set it, getting the inside all nice too, with all my little, you know, things. Just have to go from 600 grit to, you know, 2000 grit, and then polish. So I've finished polishing up the setting. It's all looking beautiful, just like that. And now we just need to put this inside here and curl over the claws. So just doing this with one hand, so it's a bit tricky, but as we can see, the stone is being pushed in here. Just push it down, boom. Fits absolutely perfect as it should. And now we just need to push over each claw with a piece of wood. So anyway, we're just rolling around the wood just like this, and that will push the claws over, kind of. You just got to do that to all of it. So we just roll the wood around. So I had to do that off camera because it was a bit fiddly, but this is the finished result. So this is what it looks like in the shade. The stone is still very bright and green. Beautiful crystal opal that I cut myself, and then as soon as we go in the sun, here it is in the sun. It absolutely shines. And we've got the beautiful heart shape setting all around, and you can see the crystal in the back as well. And when you hold it up to the light, you can see straight through the stone because it is a crystal opal from Lightning Ridge.